Coming to you from the center of the universe in Leipsic, Wisconsin, it's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Hi, welcome to episode 80 of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. I'm Tom.
This is Al.
And Hot Rod Beth.
So she's in the garage again, Al.
Again.
I put you guys across the table so you can stare longingly at each other's eyes.
Whatever. Stop touching those nuts.
Peanuts.
We have a bag of peanuts here.
There's a bag of peanuts on a thing. All right. So we had a show that we did this Sunday. This all came together. For those of you who don't know, I sell cars as a sideline. Actually, it's my job right now. I do sell cars, and I ended up selling a car to a guy that owned a restaurant on Fox Lake. And he's like, hey, he says, I would like to do a car show. And I was like, well, I can help you with that. And so we did is we put this show together for Cabby's Patio and Grill right off of Howard Drive on Fox Lake. And so the first year out, we had 60 cars. We had a DJ. We had a great bunch of different cars.
The food was amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh, yeah. I had so many comments about the food. And the food was cheap. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like literally, what, $5-6 for...
$5?
$6
was it $5?
For pulled pork. And
yeah.
Yours was $6. I paid $5, and I had a brat. Yeah.
Right. Pulled pork with homemade chips. It was really good.
Oh, those chips were ridiculous.
They were.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was even a car show there.
Yeah, there was. And usually, first time we have a few growing pains with the first show. And there was a few things that we'd learned. Maybe that we're going to do a little bit different. But just for those of you who are wondering, Cabby is 100% on board with doing this show again.
Good.
And I think we all are too as well, because it was a fun, relaxing show. And, it was just a nice day, a great setting, and great people.
Yes.
Yeah, it really was. And it was a nice venue. The inside, the restrooms were immaculate.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but clean bathrooms are really cool.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we talk about this all the time, how much fun it is to pee in the blue room, because when you're peeing in the blue room, that just means you're at a place that you're probably having fun at. And so that kind of takes away the, oh, shit, I got to pee in a blue room, to, hey, I get to pee in a blue room this weekend.
There must be a story or something.
Only Tom looks at it that way, yeah.
Right.
Oh, the eternal optimist, you just look at it and think, most people look at an outhouse and say, oh, God, no, it's gross, it stinks. I've only had one bad experience in an outhouse. Remember that was last year at that one show we went. I'll leave the name out of it because I don't want to drag the show down. But we went to one show, and I had to go like so bad. Not that you guys care about this, but you're going to hear it. But the guy comes out and he looks at me and he's got terror in his eyes, and well, that's weird.
Yeah.
And I got in and I looked and I was like, oh my God, I'm in the Shitstein Chapel.
Oh, yeah.
He missed really bad.
How do you miss?
Oh, he missed. He shot a rooster tail up on the wall, and it was. I walked in and I was like, and yeah, but
Sounds like something out of Jackass or something.
Oh, but it was one of those things where you just couldn't wait. You just had to do what you got to do, and it was like, oh yeah.
Well,
But
Cabby's
anyway.
was not like that. It was
Cabby's-
a very, very nice
Yeah.
restrooms, very good food, nice venue.
God damn it, Beth! You bring out the best in us. Anyway, the Cabby show. Going back to that, man, it was just a great day. I can't even say it enough.
Everything about it just turned out right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was the company that was best, too.
Oh, she looked at me when she said that.
Oh, Jesus.
She
I have to get
must be-
some cold water again.
Right.
She must have been
Stop
drinking on
touching
the way
it.
over.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I could say something here, but I am not going to say it. All right. So speaking of car shows.
Car shows.
1 week from tonight, we have our first Hot Rod Tuesday. And kicking it off is going to be 3 on a Tree. Now, Pat was going to be on a show tonight, but we decided that we're going to talk to him down at Torque Fest on Saturday instead and do a little bit of video. You guys will be able to see a little bit of what the band does. And we'll be able to talk to him there. But if those guys just don't play high-energy rock and roll, they put on a show.
They were at Viva.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat was at Viva.
Yeah, they were at Viva Las Vegas, too.
Okay.
So they're climbing the ladder.
Yeah, if you guys remember 3 on a Tree last year, we had a blast. I told them, I gave them you have, when the bands come in, they kind of ask for parameters, and I was like, you know what? Rock your ass off.
Yeah,
have the most fun you want to do.
Yep, do your thing.
The neighbors know it's going to be loud. Just have fun. Do your thing. And they did not disappoint. That they played like mad, and then the tequila shots there during intermission when I was giving away the door prizes. That was completely unexpected. But there's a story that goes along with that. But we'll save that for a different day. But anyway, so I said 3 on a Tree. Food is going to be by the Beaver Dam Snowcats. They've opened up the show now. I think this is going to be their 3rd year that they've been here for food. And
are they doing Sloppy Joes?
I think they're going to probably do brats and burgers. I think that's what they normally do. But I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet to see what they're going to do. Okay, and then the last thing, I put out a Facebook post this morning. One of the things that we're going to do that we started last year is at 6 p.m. we're going to do a salute, 21-second engine rev, in honor of those who passed over the off season. And there's been a few. Most recently was Bob Hatfield, and he shared a name with the other famous Bob Hatfield from Beaver Dam. You remember him? He was the guy on the right with the Righteous Brothers, Bobby Hatfield.
Sure.
Yeah, he was from Beaver Dam too. But Bob was such a great guy, and hopefully wherever he is now, he'll be able to hear that. We can do all these tributes, we can do all this other stuff, but being a car guy, what car guy doesn't want to hear a bunch of engines rev up? So hopefully we can get a lot of participation in this. And like I said, right at 6 o'clock, we'll get you guys to your cars, and we'll fire them up, and then we'll do a 20-second engine rev, kind of like a 21-gun salute to those guys. And you got to look, a lot of these guys, they're not making it anymore. Bob was in his 80s.
Yeah.
And but these are the guys that got us into the cars, and what a better way to honor them to do this. And like I said, hopefully we can get a lot of participation and
open up them headers.
Do what you want to do. Well, I'm 100% for open headers on this one.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's the plan for Tuesday night. You want to get there early because with 3 on a Tree, they bring a huge crowd with them. You've seen them. They've seen those guys play. Like Beth just said, they played at Viva this year. They play at Simcoe. They play at Torque Fest. All the big shows, you'll see those guys there, along with all the other shows that those guys play. A lot through Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin, I think Indiana, all over the place that these guys play. So looking forward to having those guys here, and it's going to be for the first night out. We usually start the first show is usually kind of subdued and kind of ease into this. Well, we're going to do baptism by fire, and probably have one of the biggest shows of the year in the first night out. So
be it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Well, it's been a long winter. Let's get this stuff over with. Let's. There's no salt on the road, so if you usually wait till Memorial Day to get your car out, get it out now. There's no salt. If you can find salt on the road, you're a better man than I am. With 87 inches of rain that we had in April, I'm pretty sure it's all gone.
It's gone. We're also going to have the Camaro Club guys here, aren't we?
Yeah, Wisconsin Camaro Club will be here. He said there'll probably be 10 to 15 cars.
I am looking forward to that.
Yeah. We talked to them at Jefferson, and he was pretty excited about that. But yeah, looking forward to that. So going back to the show here, I want to talk about some of the sponsors that we have for the car show. Precision Stripping and Tires and Grilled Cheese Sandwiches would be Jumper from Reeseville. He wanted to bring sandwiches tonight, and I was like, dude, I got to work, and Kyle's not here, so I saved it for a couple weeks.
That's a running joke.
Yeah, it will be forever until we actually
ruin it if he ever actually brings us some.
I know.
I like grilled cheese.
Oh, we all do, but
yeah,
it's more fun teasing them.
Jumper makes the world's best grilled cheese sandwiches.
So we've heard.
Yeah. When we had Keisha Folds on the podcast a few weeks ago, she talked about it. She was the Bronco girl from Pennsylvania through Colorado. I thought she was from Colorado, but she's from anyway. Boy, I got sidetracked again. Yeah, squirrel. Next one will be Bruce's Classic Restorations LLC. Bruce is one of the ones that's helping sponsor for 3 on a Tree. Bruce is from that Slinger metro area, so he said if you've... Yeah, there's Hot Red Beth. Bruce is from that Slinger metro area, so if you're looking to do a full restoration or something that, hey, I want to get this little piece or part working or restored, Bruce is the guy for it. So check him out he's on Facebook and he's all over the place, and he'll be here on Tuesday. You can talk to him. I'm sure they'll be here either in their turquoise Chevy pickup or their turquoise 55 Chevy car. He'll be right in front of the band. Let's see. Then we got M&S Fabrication from Juneau. That would be Bob and his guys. Bob, I found out, or actually I didn't find out. I forgot. Saturday we were talking, or Sunday at the car show, how much that guy likes hot dogs. I almost wanted to call him a wiener aficionado.
I was going to say there's a joke in there.
But
absolutely.
he loves his hot dogs, and hopefully, if anybody from the Snowcats is listening, you make up like 2 or 3 hot dogs just for Bob because he loves his hot dogs. And then Rocky's Tree Service will be donating on behalf of the Dodgeland FFA alumni. So thank you to you guys. And so one other thing, too, that we're doing this year is we're doing night sponsors for door prizes. I've had a few people talk to me, and we haven't nailed down dates yet, but so far we have May 5th will be the Greg Schwartz Agency presenting Hagerty, or offering Hagerty Insurance. And so that'll be something there. He's going to bring out a ton of door prizes for that night, and he'll be there. He'll answer all your questions that you have for Hagerty Insurance. And then August 11th is going to be Napa of Waupun. I've got a huge box full of stuff that Napa donated for that night, and you're not going to want to miss that night. And then also we have Crafty Creations by Shelby, and she donated a bunch of stuff too that we're going to give away throughout the year. And then also coming up at the end of June, we're going to have the Celebrate Waupun Car Show, and that'll be on June 28th, attached right to the Celebrate Waupun grounds. We got Brian Coleman should be bringing his 31 Chrysler Coupe that runs on nitromethane. He'll be starting that up a couple times throughout the course of the day. And, of course, they have all the food and all the fun attached to Celebrate Waupun. And finally, all right, Kyle's usually here to help me with this. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. If you're watching, hit like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening, leave a review. It helps the show grow. And other than that, coming up next, we have got Quincy Ranville from the St. Ignace Car Show. You're going to want to listen to that. You can hear about how I'm just such a big wuss when it comes to big bridges. And you can hear about that awesome show that they got going on up there in the UP. So hang on tight. Here's Quincy. Hey, everyone. This is Tom from the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast, your source for all things car show in Wisconsin and beyond. Get ready for Vintage Torque Fest rolling into the Dubuque County Fairgrounds on Friday, May 1st and Saturday, May 2nd. We're talking about a huge 1964 and older car show, massive swap meet, on-track action with vintage motorcycles, dirt drags, demo derby, and more. Plus 3 stages of live music, a pinup contest, vintage camping, mini bike racing, including what might be the world's largest mini bike parade. And the best part? Vintage Torque Fest benefits Helping Hannah's Heart, a 501c3 charity supporting children with congenital heart defects. For more info, check out Vintage Torque Fest on Facebook or tune into the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast on April 21st for everything you need to know about this incredible show. Guys, joining me on the phone, I have Quincy Ranville. She is Events Director for the Visitors Bureau in St. Ignace, Michigan. Quincy, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, we'd love to have you on here. So we're going to talk about the show that you're part of. I actually saw it on an episode of My Classic Car with Dennis Gage. So why don't you talk about the show that you got going on here? Sure.
So the St. Ignace Car Show is actually celebrating its 50th year this year, which we're pretty pumped about. It started back in 1976, just a couple dozen cars for a celebration of America's 200th birthday, and it's still kicking ever since then. It's changed a lot over the years, but in a lot of ways it hasn't really changed much at all, except that it's grown. So we are, like you said, right in St. Ignace, Michigan, just across the Mackinac Bridge, and our show takes over all of downtown for 3 days, and we're getting excited for it.
So I got to ask you, what's it like driving across the Mackinac Bridge? That looks like it's a pretty intense drive for those of us who live out here in southeast Wisconsin, where the longest bridge that we have just goes over a highway.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool ride. I actually have to cross it every day for work because I live on the other side. This past winter, it wasn't cool because I got stuck on the wrong side a bunch of times when they closed it.
Oh, yeah, you guys got pounded with snow, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We got 3 feet of snow, another ice storm. We just have all of the weather going on up here, but now it's finally starting to
break.
Be a little more springy, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's one of those days where you look outside and it's like, are the borders open? Am I allowed to leave?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we have that quite a bit here too, because it's always cold and snowing, but we didn't get nowhere near what you guys did. Anyway, going back to your show, I noticed that this is like a 3-day event. It's not just your average car show. It shows like Thursday night, you have a cruise that you can go on, and it looks like registered participants even get free money and slot play at the local casino, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, we give everybody a $10 free slot play at the casino, and we actually stage the cruise at the casino, so you can hang out there, and then we all line up all the cars and cruise through downtown. And it's just kind of one sweep that's escorted by our local police. But once you get to the other end, the cars just keep going back and forth, and they cruise all night long after that. So that's a really fun night.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. Like I said earlier when we were talking off air, I would love to do something like that here. So Mayor of Beaver Dam, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but if you do listen to this, we would love to do something like that here. We kind of did it that one day. We had a COVID cruise a few years back, and we had a bunch of cars running through town then. Brought me back to the late 80s when we used to run up and down the road there. Okay. But then anyway, so that'd be Thursday night. Friday, you have a parade of cars too. And it looks like this isn't just like, hey, look, we're going to put some cars on the street. You have a live broadcast from the parade on one of your local radio stations. And this has got to be, I can't believe how much your town gets behind this. This is so cool. So tell us what the parade is like.
Yeah, so the parade they close down the street even bigger than the showgrounds. It's like 3 miles section that they close down. And we've got our parade organizer, his name is Merv. He's been doing it for, I think this is 43 years now, so almost as long as the show. Wow. And it's a coordinating nightmare for him, I would assume, because it's all the show cars, which some of them, are overheating and they have to be in front. And so he's got to space that all out. But then there's also just a full parade with floats and bands and everything else. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, so that's really cool. That's at 7:00 on Friday, and it's usually about an hour to an hour and a half long. And that kind of kicks off the spectator portion of the car show for sure. Okay.
And then it says on here too that you're going to have a 50th anniversary drone show at dusk. That's probably going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Drone shows, I think, it's going to be the wave of the future instead of the fireworks. I heard last I heard fireworks, they're like $1,000 a minute or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
We do a mix of drone shows and fireworks. We used to just do fireworks, of course, like everybody else. But
right.
Shoot the fireworks at the drones. Yeah.
You don't do that. Hell.
And we have where we shoot the fireworks and the drones is like a very protected little bay. So it's pretty cool because you can see the show from everywhere. Because the thing with drones is you have to be at the right angle. Otherwise it just looks like a blob of lights.
Right.
So,
okay. Well, that's cool.
For that.
So then Saturday, June 27th is going to be your big show. And that show is going to last from 8 to 4. And the show goes from 5 to 5, it looks like. And so what's it like? I mean, the more we talk about this, the more I think we got to put this on our list to make it up there.
Yeah. And
I'm going to drive around the north side just so I don't have to cross that bridge, because I literally I'm sweating a little bit thinking about going across the bridge.
Oh my God.
I'm a big wuss when it comes to bridges. I'm sorry.
Just close your eyes and go across.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Did you see the railings on the side?
Yes, I've been across the bridge.
Yeah, there's like 2 little railings. I mean, the guy looks over to the side. You're going to end up. So how many people have done that? We'll get back to the car show in a second. But this bridge has got me sweating, like literally right now. Do people drive off the edge of the bridge?
Only one car in the 80s like blew off.
See?
It was really windy.
There you go.
But they don't, I mean,
One.
they'll crash into it, but they don't go off the bridge.
Right, quit being a baby.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get you up there and see if you're going to go.
Absolutely.
No.
I enjoyed driving across it so much I couldn't wait to turn around and go back again.
Yeah, whatever.
You must have did that in your daily driver, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, then we're going back to the car show. Car
show. Yeah.
Car shows from 5 to 5. And I think you said earlier, but how many cars you typically get for this car show?
So it's fluctuated a lot over the years. Obviously, it started out really small, but the show peaked in like the late 90s with over 3,000 cars. And
Wow.
it got pretty out of
shnikes.
control. Yeah, because our town is not big enough to really handle that, and things were getting kind of crazy. So they definitely cracked down a little bit on it. I wasn't around then, but it got quite a bit smaller. And then the original show organizer retired, and everybody kind of didn't know what was going to happen with the show. So when I started in 16, we had like 300 or 400 cars. But last year we had over 1,000 again. And this year with the 50th, we'll probably be in the 12 to 1,300 range, which is still hard for me to fit them all downtown.
Now,
So
do you have
last year-
you must have plenty of lodging and everything like that, correct?
Yeah, we have about 1,500 hotel rooms in St.
Okay.
Ignace, but Mackinac City's close by, and some people just travel even a little bit farther to have a cheaper room. So
Sure, I get it. And then it says that you have live music and vendors and all sorts of stuff going on, and special guests, that sort of stuff. And then you have an award ceremony. What are the awards that you're giving away?
we have a commemorative award for the founder of the show, and then we do a couple like best truck, best whatever.
Okay.
And then a top 20.
Oh.
And this year, with it being the 50th anniversary, we are giving a $50 bill to every award winner, because the show founder used to work at First National Bank, so First National Bank is sponsoring the cash prizes for all the awards. But some of the bigger awards have bigger cash prizes.
So you said your first one was in 1976.
Yep.
And I'm going to throw this one at Al because he's old.
Yep.
Do you remember the song that was number one on the charts for America's 200th birthday?
I should. No. I know. I feel bad.
You probably still have the CD or the tape or the LP.
American
It would have.
Pie?
You're close. It would have been Afternoon Delight.
Skyrockets in flight.
So,
And he knows the
I mean,
verses.
I know we're not going to be there, but I hope somebody plays that over the loudspeaker when you do your fireworks on Saturday night. Just but anyway. Stupid,
did we get there?
Stupid trivia. It's something I'll never forget that I saw that because it's one of my favorite songs of all time. As silly as that sounds, but anyway, Quincy, what else would you like to add for this car show? They're looking at me like I'm ridiculous, which I am a little bit. But what other stuff would you like to add? What is your favorite part of this show?
My favorite part of the show is just seeing how it all comes. This sounds cheesy, but how it all comes together every year, even though it's just so chaotic and crazy, and all the people coming from all over. It's so nice to see them, returning faces, and the collaboration between all the businesses and all the volunteers, which is like 100 people that
Sure.
I have to get, and the city, and it's been going on for so long that everybody that lives in St. Ignace has like their own like core memories growing up with the show. And so there's not any pushback because everybody just loves it. They have so many fun memories of how it was when they were kids or teenagers or whatever. So it's very nostalgic for most people, I think, is a big reason why it's such a popular show.
Sure.
It feels like you're going back to, summer in the 80s and 90s. And so that's my favorite part.
And I think if you would talk to just most people with the car shows, it always goes back to the nostalgia feel. Mm-hmm. It goes back to the people. With our show that we do here, we usually get about 200-ish cars a night. it's not about the cars that were there, and it's not about the music that was playing. It's about how you felt when you were there. And, you know, so many times with people, and people get sick of me telling the story on the podcast, but when they see my truck and say, oh, my grandpa had one of those on the farm. And you know what? That's cool. That they can, that my truck brings back that memory for them. And that's what does it for me. It's, you know, preserving part of history when the whole world is like screaming 1,000 miles an hour and fast forward, and we're able to press pause and just enjoy the past, even if it's for a weekend at a time. But we can still do that, and that's what makes this whole hobby great. And I hope you understand how great it is that you have the whole city behind you like that. That is huge. I can't tell you how big that is, because, you know, if you try to put something like that on now, and especially if there's nothing to draw off of other than maybe, you know, like a poor experience in the past, it's hard to get those things past the city. So what you got going there is fantastic. I hope to put this on my list to be up there to check this out, because I think this would be really neat to see.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Road
Yeah, for sure. You should come.
Yep. But like I said, I'll come across from the north, because I'm a big wuss.
Oh, whatever.
Well, that way I don't have to drive through Chicago either.
Yeah,
There's
there you
that.
go.
I'll drive.
That's more dangerous than the bridge, I think.
Probably I won't get shot at in the middle of the bridge. If I ever do make it up there, remind me to tell you the story about Al in Chicago. It is well worth the price of admission.
Okay.
Anyway, Quincy, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. And make sure you send us some pictures and everything of how everything turned out. If you want to come back on and tell us about the show and how it all went out, and if there's any kind of fun stories that developed there, we'd love to hear it. So, like I said, Quincy, you've got the St. Ignace Car Show. It's going to go on Thursday, June 25th, Friday, June 26th, and Saturday, June 27th. Make sure you check that out, because it's a monster of a show, and it looks like it's going to be a great show. And best of luck with it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on the show today.
All right. Thanks, Quincy.
Yep. Thank you.
This is Allie from Iola, and you're listening to the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Join me at the Iola Car Show July 9th through 11th for America's Car Show and Swap Meet.
Kyle could not be with us tonight. He is out in Washington, D.C.
Oh, did you hear what happened with Kyle? I was going to tell you this. I forgot all about it till just right now.
No, what?
His whole trip got, I almost said fucked up. His whole trip got messed up because the King of England was there.
Right.
So there's so many places he couldn't go.
Oh, man.
That
And I think it was that old comedian used to be on Bob and Tom. He's like, man, if I was a King of England, I'd do whatever I want. I'd walk up to somebody's wife I thought was hot and say, hey, I'm taking your wife. King of England! And he'd walk away. And I thought, damn, we should see. And I was just really hoping that the King of England would be wearing a Hot Rod Tuesday t-shirt.
Yeah.
As I sent him one.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool, but
Yeah.
Hello, Governor! But anyway, I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent
squirrel
again.
again.
All right. So, due to Kyle's absence, we have Hot Rod Beth, and she is going to do the history for us tonight.
So this is from 1923. The first production of the iconic Ford Model T ended, marking a significant shift in automotive manufacturing.
Moment of silence for the Model T.
All right. Well, the Model T gave us a Model A.
That's true.
But then again, the Model T ran from 1909 to 1927, right? Is that what it was?
Yes.
And can you imagine now if you would still have, hey, do you guys got any Model A's? Instead of the Ford, whatever the hell, Escape or Escape or all the other words that they got for them.
If they had a
Explorer.
brand new Model A out on the showroom floor, I would buy one.
Yeah.
You got your own problems with your other cars. So.
Yeah, well, I would
We're not there quite
Okay,
yet, Beth.
right.
Just
Yeah.
calm down.
I'm just saying.
simmer down.
Anyways,
woman.
1952, the first ever automobile with a fully automatic transmission, the Cadillac, was introduced, revolutionizing driving ease.
The Slush-O-Matic.
The Slush-O-Matic.
Yeah.
And at that point, women were allowed to drive. And I understand that a lot of guys did, a lot of people did that. They put the automatics in because they wanted their women to drive. Because I'm not trying to be sexist here. Don't look at me like that. I can't even look at her.
For once, the hate mail will go to Tom and
Yeah,
not me.
exactly.
I
I
like
can't
it.
even believe it.
All right, look it up. God damn. No, really, look it up. It was a thing where it was actually targeted towards the females of the time. To hey, look, you can drive without shifting.
Keep digging that hole.
Yep.
Anyway,
Bigger and bigger.
yep.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
1967, the launch of the first generation Toyota Corolla. That became one of the best-selling cars worldwide.
Never saw the attraction.
No.
You know, the thing with the Toyotas, and I had one, and you know, my dad, rest his soul, had he known I bought a Toyota, he probably
Strung
would be
you up.
giving me shit forever. Because
Being
he
a
was
World
there.
War II
He
vet,
he was there when it all got when he was at Pearl Harbor when it got bombed. So he didn't have a soft spot in his heart for Japan.
Those weren't Toyotas, though. Those are
Mitsubishis.
Mitsubishis.
Mitsubishi.
But going back to the Toyotas, I mean, seriously, the Toyotas that are out there, 99% of them, except for the newer ones that get all the dirty crankshafts where they had to recall all the engines. The Toyotas that are out there, I mean, you're looking 300,000-400,000 miles, and all you really got to do is tires, brakes, and battery.
They do go forever.
Yeah, they're incredible. They last forever.
So does my Ford Escape.
Yeah.
But anyways,
dear.
Okay, moving forward. 1986, the unveiling of the first generation Honda Accord, which would set new standards for reliability and efficiency. And that Honda Accord, too, was mass-produced.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying they were bad vehicles. I just never saw the attraction.
right, me neither. Then 2003, the introduction of the Tesla Roadster prototype paved the way for electric vehicles to start coming into the market. I know. But you know
Drive a
what?
sewing machine.
Well, whatever. When you're in Vegas, when you go to SEMA, they have the Teslas that drive underneath. That's pretty cool. Now they take you to Resorts World and all through.
And they're driverless, right?
Nope, there's drivers.
Oh,
in them.
okay.
That's coming for the tunnels underneath. And in the next 2 years, that's going to go out to the airport. So
Oh, boy.
we shall see. Then 2017, the announcement of the first fully autonomous vehicle by Waymo. And again, that's the self-driving stuff right there.
That scares the
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
out of me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
me
doubt.
too. We do sell some cars. I sold one truck here the other day that had that was self-driving. You have to look at the road, but it'll steer and do everything else for you.
Could you imagine a Wisconsin winter, slushy roads, all them sensors get caked full of that crap, and
Yeah.
And let's hit the button.
you're trusting your life to that? I don't think so.
No thanks. No.
Is that a truck that you sold them, or?
Yeah, it was a truck. It was a high-end Ram. But there's a lot of them too. The Jeep Grand Wagoneers, the high-end ones of those have that too. It's actually kind of cool, but there again, it's just kind of like all of us old guys are like, I don't know. So used to driving, it's kind of hard to do that stuff. So, yeah, so that was everything, right?
That's it.
Yeah, so that was without Kyle here. Kyle always gets the fun stuff. We just kind of got the boring run of the mill history.
Try harder next time, Beth.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So hang on tight. We're going to try to get Kyle on the phone here. So let's try that. Let's just see. Let me just get my stuff here together, and we're going to talk to Kyle and see how his day in Vegas is going. Or Vegas. Washington, D.C.
Hey.
Hi. So we're on record right now, and we just got done with
Okay.
the history part.
And why was it so boring? Why
Yeah,
did I
because
get
Dad
the?
did it this time.
Yeah, I just said that. So
Yeah, I did nothing with the history this time. It was all Dad.
So did you get to see Chuck today?
No.
No? As I
No, we
said,
didn't go
we're
that
hoping
side. Yeah.
we were hoping he would have been wearing a Hot Rod Tuesday T-shirt because we sent him one. I was hoping he'd wear it when he came here to America.
We give you
Bill?
one thing to do.
I didn't know we had shirts in British sizes, though. I thought we only had regular sizes.
Well,
You'd have to
ever since we
adapt.
won the war, he can wear an American size.
I suppose we don't have metric shirts,
like-
do we?
No, no, we don't have metric shirts. So what
They're
do
not
you?
red either, like the red coats.
So what did you do today out there in Washington D.C.?
So we started off in Gettysburg before we went to D.C. Did
Okay.
the battlefield tour again. Walked all around the battlefield. Rode around the battlefield. Then when you're done at Gettysburg, went out to DC, and it started off over some of the memorials. We saw the Air Force Memorial, went to the Pentagon for the 9/11 Memorial.
All right.
Went over to saw Arlington from the Air Force Memorial. We go to Arlington on Friday or Thursday.
Okay.
We go there for a change of guard and all that. And we just got done doing a swing of the Jefferson Memorial and the FDR and the MLK Jr.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a fun day.
And now we're on the bus back to the hotel because the kids can't handle walking all day.
Well, that's a lot of walking.
Well, all the chaperones are more than twice their age, and we're all good to go.
Yeah, well, that's good.
It's from all those years of walking to school uphill both ways.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I guess if they have to walk that long without, they're walking all this time with their phones in their face. It's kind of hard to walk that much without falling, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Take their phones away.
Oh, they'd use them for pictures.
Yeah.
Some of them are doing really good with that, and I've taken a lot for them, so I'll give them that.
So,
but we were going to go to the National Archives today, but that was all because of the King. We couldn't do that.
Yep.
So we're going to get there later this week instead.
Okay, so since we're on the podcast here, I got to ask, did you see any fun cars when you're in the bus on the way or around that area where you're at?
Nothing that jumped out at me at all. No. There was, really nothing. I can't think of anything that I'll tell you about. Because all there is here is
what the hell did we call you for?
Right, you got nothing there.
Well,
and, there is some kids that got excited to overcome the new Corvettes and stuff that drove by, but nothing that would have caught my attention.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good. We raised you right. All right. Well, hey, have fun over there in Washington, D.C., and hopefully you can tell us some fun stories when you get back, and you can share some of them next week at the end of the show.
I've got them.
I hope so. All right.
Only one day of touring so far, and I got plenty.
All right. Well, and if you're running to Chuck, make sure you ask him where his shirt is.
Yeah.
Was it Chuck and Cammy, right? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camilla. But
Cammy.
I do get all the but I get my history from a British website, so maybe that helps. That's why he listens to us.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
At least I'm assuming it's British. They use U's where they shouldn't be any U's. So I'm assuming it's a British website.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But
Al's looking at me like he's going to say something, but I'm afraid.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because Al's British.
I am.
Uh-huh.
Well, British descent.
Yeah, whatever.
He doesn't drink tea, so it's okay.
Thanks for clarifying.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle.
Yeah,
well,
he threw his tea in the harbor a long time ago.
They sure did. All right. So we'll see you on Saturday and ride down to Torque Fest, and we're looking forward to that.
Safe travels coming home.
Yep, sounds good. We'll see you later.
All right. See you, bud.
Hi, I'm Ed. Hi, I'm Bob. We're with the Wisconsin Specialty Vehicle Alliance, dedicated to preserving our right to restore, modify, and drive our specialty vehicles. And we're listening to Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
All right, guys. Here she is, the sweetheart of Slinger. It's Hot Rod Beth. Beth, what do you got this week?
Oh my gosh, we got all kinds of stuff happening. Excuse me. On this Saturday, we've got Slinger Super Speedway. What am I doing? I'm supposed to go like that?
Yeah, quit banging the damn table.
Oh, sorry. I can't help it. That's located at 240 Cedar Creek Road in Slinger, Wisconsin.
Yep.
From 9 to 2. They put on a little doodad, all kinds of cars. Any kind of car can go. They'll have vendors. They'll have the speedway open.
And that's on Saturday?
That's Saturday, the 2nd of May.
Okay.
And then Vintage Torque Fest, of course, is going on both Saturday and Sunday.
Nope, Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, not Saturday and Sunday. And you're going
We are
Saturday.
going Saturday. Yep. Vintage Torque Fest opens at noon on Friday and 9 o'clock on Saturday. Friday, I believe there's a big road.
See, that was Al. That wasn't me.
Darn it.
There's a big road trip on that they're going to do on Friday, and then Saturday is the big day. And we're definitely going to be there just to see all the fun stuff that goes on. And it sounds like after talking with John Wells, the promoter, it's going to be one of the biggest shows they ever had.
Yeah, he does a great job.
He does.
He
The
sure
man's
does.
got a huge heart, and he's a hell of an organizer. And I look up to him when I see stuff like the stuff that he pulls off. I just wish I could do stuff like that. And I mean that, John. If you're listening, you guys do a hell of a job over there.
He sure does. Then listen, if you want to save the date, June 6th, out at Michael's Auto Design, That's in Cambridge. We're going to be cruising from Slinger out there. There'll be a bunch of us. If you're interested, you can always email Hot Rod Tuesday. They'll get your name and number to me, and we'll tell you where to meet us. And we'll probably stop for burgers at the dump afterwards.
Oh, there you go.
Good, yeah. So that's a little bit of a cruise.
So if you're looking for the email address, it's hotrodtuesdaypodcast@gmail.com. And so we'll get your information over to Beth. But yeah.
So that's what's going on this. That's the Vintage Torque Fest is probably the big one. Slinger Speedway is always really nice.
Yep, we went to that one last year, but it was on a Sunday, so I was able to go. And then there's if you guys look on WisconsinMotorEvents.com, it is filling up quick. There is events now every single weekend, probably until November. So you shouldn't have any problem at all trying to find a place to go with your car. And like I said, get out there, check these cars out, check these shows out. And worst case scenario, just get out there and drive your car.
It's time.
It doesn't do anybody any good sitting in the garage.
That's
Al.
correct, Al.
All right, Beth. So I gave you the perfect segue, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So anything new this week, Mr. Al, on the vehicle?
I knew I forgot to do something.
You're killing me. You're just killing Tom.
That's the whole idea.
Help him out, would you?
I would, but every time I go there, we just end up getting two chairs looking at the truck and drinking beer.
That's a success.
Yikes.
Well, what are you going to do?
We probably need to speak to Bruce Wendor.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You know,
you realize
sponsor.
if this ever gets finished, then I'll have no reason to go out in the garage and drink beer.
Yeah, you do. You got to clean the car once in a while too. So.
Well, speaking of Bruce, you guys will have to check out the video. We'll have it out here pretty quick. It's going to be when we talk to the Bruce City Gassers down at
Great Lakes Dragway.
No, at Jefferson. We talked to those guys down there, and the out of sight drags that's coming up at the end of June. You guys want to check that out because that's going to be fan-freaking-tastic.
That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I think it's just Friday and Saturday too.
I could be wrong.
I'm just pretty sure it's Friday, Saturday.
Fight.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, she can't reach this far anyway.
Oh, be surprised.
All right, so what do we got for the shit that Al says this week?
Are you ready?
Am I ever?
Okay. Beth.
Yes, sir.
Why does a man ask for a woman's hand in marriage?
I don't know.
Because he's tired of using his own.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. I don't ever want to hear about what I say. Ever. Ever. That's good, though. Yeah. That was,
you like that one?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Oh, I was laughing so hard I almost whacked my beer off the table. Anyway.
Sure.
Whacked it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. That's going to do it for this episode of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us and spending your time with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you're subscribed and maybe pass it along to a friend who's into hot rods also. If there's something you want to talk about or a build you want to share or anything like that, just let us know. You can email us at hotrodtuesdaypodcast@gmail.com. You can call or text at 920-306-1411. Or you can reach us through our website at hotrodtuesdaypodcast.com. I got too many things. And so until next week, Tuesday, take it easy, keep the wheels turning, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Get out there and drive them, folks.